I don't know how talking about my birthday led to this, but this is exactly the vibes. Oh my word, I'm so excited now. Welcome to the Pillow Talk podcast, except it's just Kai in bed yapping. The vibe here is that point of a sleepover where you're just lying in bed and things get really sad or funny or political, anything extreme, that's the goal. So enjoy. So I just turned 22 years old. I've had so many mixed emotions. So my birthday was 2 days ago. It's the first birthday that I was actually kind of dreading. I wasn't dreading, but it didn't feel real like it was coming up. Like it was literally the night before my birthday, and I was like, oh fuck, it's my birthday tomorrow. This was the first time that I was like, I don't even know if I want it to be my birthday tomorrow. I was starting to anticipate that I would be disappointed because I was expecting people to message me for my birthday, and I was expecting already that some people weren't going to. So I was already expecting a little bit of disappointment. And it's so bad because I don't want to expect people to wish me happy birthday. I just don't know where all the magic went. When I was younger, it was never about that. I was always so excited for my birthday, and I don't even think it was about it being my birthday. It was just like it's my day and I'm going to celebrate because I would always have a pool party. And I think that's all I was really excited about was having an excuse to get my friends over. But I think something I also loved about it was that when I was younger, my mom kind of planned it all. Like these days, I've been feeling like, oh, I should probably plan something for my birthday. And then I'm like, I don't really wanna. I actually kind of hate it. I hate telling people to come and celebrate me. You know what I mean? I really do like spending time with my loved ones on my birthday. So I'm gonna have to plan things for my birthday. And I think I must just stop thinking of it like I'm telling people to come celebrate me. And it's more just like, it's my full trip around the sun. I just want to be with the people I love. But I think the reason I still feel that I'm like telling them to come celebrate me is because people do feel obliged to bring gifts and stuff to a birthday party. And I felt that it's almost like a weight. It's not a nice thing. Like you just want it to be about them and about loving them. The idea of birthdays is starting to morph for me. And I really wanted to go back to how it felt when I was young. I was actually crying a lot of my birthday, which I'm actually not a birthday crier. Like I know that there's people out there that say that every year on their birthday they cry. But I think that's more about fear of aging, and I'm not really scared to age. I just genuinely don't think about it that much. I think about the time passing, and that's a little scary, but I don't really think about my next birth year and get like super anxious or angry or sad about it. One of the things I cried about was family relationships that they still the same as when I was pretty much like 16. It did make me feel a little bit sad that so much time has passed and not much has changed in terms of that. Obviously a lot has changed in other ways. I swear, since high school, I have been like five different people, maybe more than that. Your 20s is such a weird time. I was also thinking like 22 years. That sounds like a lot of time. I feel like I've been on earth for like 10 years maximum. Time is so relative because 22 years sounds like you should be knowing shit. You should be experiencing things and knowing things, and I do not be doing any of those things. Like we think of a 22-year-old and that's so young. I think it's young. I hope you guys do too. Yeah, I've had experiences. I've had amazing experiences, but when I think about it, when it comes down to it, all I've done my whole life is study. This is going to be my last year studying. Assuming that I don't ever go back into studying. Right now, I don't see myself doing that, but who knows what'll happen. They say, they say don't let them know your next move. I took that personal. I don't even know my next move. I never know my next move. I mean, I definitely do feel less naive and more wise than my 18-year-old self, but I can't say that 22 years sounds right for how intellectual I am. Does that make sense? I don't know if any of this is making sense. My point is, time is relative. It doesn't make sense. Society somehow has made the age 22 an age that actually hasn't experienced much because we're just told to study and immediately go into a job. I hate it because it takes away our youth. Like while we're young and thriving, we should be having amazing experiences and chasing all of the things that we love and all of our passions because we are multifaceted human beings and we have multiple passions. But I understand it because the way the world was built, you can't survive unless you get a job. So I get it. I get why everyone's like, study now so that you can get a job and take care of yourself. I totally get it. I think it does turn the relativity of age into something a lot more incomprehensible for me. Like maybe only a 50-year-old will have the experiences that you would expect a 25-year-old to have. I'm imagining someone that's been on Earth for 25 years without having a job and studying and all that. Like they should have been doing a shit ton of art, learning a whole lot of things, spending time with different types of people and experiencing different cultures and learning how to cook different meals. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it. But in my learning of intuition, it really has just solidified the fact that time is an illusion or relative, non-linear, like we're trying to make it be. Because, and this is about to get real spiritual, stay with me. Since to our core, we are the spirit, we are the soul, and the soul cannot be destroyed or created, only transferred, transformed. We all know the physics laws, okay? Our soul has been transformed or transferred from the source. And because all souls come from that, go to that, energy has to come from somewhere. So we think of it as this universal spirit or God. It is a universal consciousness because your knowledge and information also carries energy, which means that it can't be destroyed. I'm not going to get too into it, but knowing this, it means that we have a part in us that kind of knows all, basically. And that's why when something bad is about to happen, or you're about to make a bad decision or something, that part of you literally manifests a physical feeling. I think I just moved the mic into my chin. I hope you heard what I was saying. I'm not used to this, guys. There's that spiritual part of you connected to source that knows this already. And that literally manifests into a physical feeling telling you, whoa, you don't want to do that. I just think that solidifies that time is an illusion and that we're connected to God. If this doesn't resonate with you, take what does, leave what doesn't. And I think more people need to live by that because we look at so many people online and be like, oh, they're amazing, they're so cool. And then we immediately think that they need to be an exact reflection of us. But no one is. No one's an exact reflection of anyone. So in everything you're consuming, in every person you're experiencing life with, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because nothing is going to be an exact reflection of you. And also, like, if it doesn't resonate with you or if you have a different perspective on it, let me know. I want to hear it. So what I was going to say was the way that I like to think of time, and it was something that was taught to me very early in me learning about all this, and it's just really stuck with me because I think it just makes sense and it allows us to kind of fully understand what it means when we say that time is an illusion and that everything has already happened. So think of it like a book. You know those books, like a flip, what is it called? A flip book? What? Where you have to like flip through the pages to see everything going, where everything in that book exists. It's all there, but you can only process it page by page. So basically, the human body is perceiving things in this like linear time thing, but our souls deep in us, we know it's all happening. And that's not to say that we have no like free will, because we already know what's going to happen and everything's happened already in this one way. That's where like the multi-dimensional thing comes in, and I'm still not very clued up about it, so I'm not going to talk too much about that. But all I know is that that does mean we still have a bit of free will, because there are actually many ways for things to go. But it's all already happened. Kind of. It's a very quantum physics thing. It's like all possibilities exist in the quantum field, but they only exist in the physical field when you observe it, when it's happening. Schrodinger's cat. We know the vibes. So, yeah, anyway, I don't know how talking about my birthday led to this, but this is exactly the vibes. Oh my word, I'm so excited now. But yeah, just don't forget that you are a magical being who knows what's going on. Trust your gut. And for the girls out there, I will go more in depth about how to trust your gut because there's a lot to go into with women, and women have been very quieted on their power in this. So just get ready for that, okay? When time doesn't make sense, just know it's not supposed to, and don't fret too much about it. It's all literally how the brain is perceiving things. So try not to think of it too scarily, too deeply, too profoundly. Like, we're here in the human body experiencing this life, and this is part of it. This is actually more me talking to myself because I started this video saying that I get scared of time passing, and I need to realize that it's actually not that deep because it's all already happened, and I'm just here for the ride. I'm just here like watching a movie, but like I still get to make some choices, like the movie will still be like, which one do you want to do, A or B? And then I still get to be like, let's see how A plays out. It ain't that deep, basically. Thank you so much for listening to today's Pillow Talk episode. If you have any thoughts, please comment them down below. I want this to be a conversation, like a sleepover. I love you so much. Bye.